are new laws coming to real estate investing, especially on the residential investment side. These new laws are kicking in because of FINCEN, which is basically a financial criminal investigation network, something like that. And the reason is because they want to stop money laundering, which is mainly done in real estate now, because they already had laws against stuff with like deposits in banks and withdrawals, and now they're going into real estate. Foreign and domestic criminals putting their dirty money in, taking it clean out once they sell or have the value of the real estate. So things to note are basically the government is requiring both buyers and sellers to give a lot more information on each deal when these three things happen. The first is if it's a residential deal. Now, the way the feds define a residential deal is anything with 1 through 4 units. So any single family home, any multifamily home, even like a bar that has a unit on top, that's mainly like you'd normally consider a commercial building, that is considered a residential building. So anything with at least 1 unit and no more than 4 units. Now, this is probably going to expand further into commercial and just all of real estate eventually, but that's what it is right now. So that's number 1. Number 2 is anyone who's purchasing under a company or an LLC or a partnership, something like that, that isn't under their own name. And then number 3 is if it's a cash purchase. So it doesn't mean like a briefcase of cash, but like any sort of that, any transfers from banks, any cashier's checks, and the kicker is any hard money lending that is from a company that doesn't have this certificate of like non-disclosure or whatever it is, like non-investigation, which most of them don't. Like one of the biggest hard money lenders in the nation don't have this, and most of them don't. So why is this important? Because buyers now have to submit, I think it's like 118 fields of information, including their social security, their EIN, their all their personal information, their bank information, account, routing number of all the places that the money's coming from for the deposit. Same thing with the seller. They'll have to also do this, which may prevent sellers from wanting to work with cash buyers, because it'll trigger this, because the government's not only trying to find buyers with dirty money purchasing properties, they're also trying to find sellers who are selling their properties to convert that money into clean money. So we'll definitely be talking about that more down the line. It doesn't kick in until March 1st, but it's good to know and good to be ahead of the game and understanding that. With property deals, that's going to help in terms of, I mean, you want to have credible people you're working with, and you want to be able to trust, because it's a link that the government sends where you have to fill out the information, and everyone on the buyer side has to fill it out together. So like, let's say you're in an LLC with 3 other people, and each of them own a percent of the LLC. They'll all have to fill in this information. There's only one link to do it. And title companies will all be just getting one form. So the importance of finding a good title company is going to be crucial, which is another rep in the future for property deals. But also the most hard part that we're thinking is going to be is the seller side. Sellers are going to be less likely to sell to cash buyers. Now, the extremely distressed properties and sellers, that shouldn't be a problem, but the more ones who just want to save time and not to deal with agents, this might be a bigger problem, because nobody wants to share all that information. Now, one thing is that title companies are requiring this, and you cannot close without doing it. So finding good title companies who have that level of security so that their stuff doesn't get hacked and all your information becomes out there is very crucial. I'd recommend Prism Title if you're in the Midwest, especially Wisconsin and Milwaukee. They're very good here. We've worked with them multiple times. But definitely, if you don't have Prism available, do your own research and figure out what the best title companies are, and like really grill them on how are you securing this process? What, like, are you using a software to make sure this is good? It's either because Prism Title is owned by Fidelity, which is a Fortune 500 company, and worth billions. So they have a backing of that level of security so that your information is safe. Now, how that affects property deals right now, it's more of an educational fact and a thing we can take advantage of with this new litigation, allowing us to post on social media and hopefully get more engagement because of that. So whether it's an article or many carousel posts will be coming about this, reels, things like that. Down the line, again, bringing reps in, reliable people that you can connect with, whether that's title agents or even lawyers, because it doesn't only kick in on a sale of a property, but even a transfer of deed. So if you're an individual owner and you want to transfer it to one of your companies or your LLC or whatever it is, this will also be triggered. So finding the right people to take care of you and make sure your information is secure is going to be a huge thing. Other than that, software's coming out along pretty well. QA1 is almost finalized. There's a few things that the developer will not be doing for free, which we'll see, because a lot of that stuff isn't big, and we can probably use Codex to just AI code it, especially the stuff on the front end and small back end changes. There are going to be a few big things, I think, in the future QAs that are going to be bigger changes, and we will need to pay him to complete those. Now, with all that being said, again, we're just working on this software, trying to get it out as soon as possible. It's probably going to take a month at least, to be honest now. And then social media, just keep posting, getting our brand out there, getting our engagement up. We have over 600 LinkedIn subscribers on our news article now, which is good news. That's all I got for you guys today. Yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Free pass time.